What up, YouTube? Cam that guy here. I'm back once again with another YouTube video, man. So in this YouTube video, I'm about to be talking about I'm about to be networking with girls, you know what I'm saying, and all that other shit. But also I'm just gonna be talking about my experience with women, all that other shit. And I'm gonna talk about, my expectations and what I plan to do and how I'm gonna go about it and all that in between, right? So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm about to go and get into this video, man. So look. I'm getting ready to start networking with women. Obviously, I want to, definitely, I got to give myself a haircut, right? I'm going to have to give myself a haircut, all that good shit before I do it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure everything's, cool, correct, you know what I'm saying? All that other shit before I do it. Now, I've approached a lot of girls before. Let's do before jail, right? I'm going to talk about before jail. So before jail, I approached girls in stores, malls, all that shit, right? And this is when I knew I was hacked, right? I've done this before, right? Old jobs, I've done this, right? When I didn't know I was hacked, even then I approached girls, right? All that other shit back while in the workforce, right? And then even at school, I approached hoes and shit, right? And even just out and about and shit, I approached hoes and shit like that, right? I've approached many girls before in life, right? And no matter how the situation goes, right, it does not work well. You know what I'm saying? It just when I go on my way and talk to them, they don't come through. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work. Now, when I go on my way and talk to a girl, I never try to sweet talk a girl. I never try to riz them or anything like that. I talk to them very much with mannerism. You know what I'm saying? I talk to them, I just talk to them normal. I don't try to never you know what I mean? I feel like, that I'm gonna be real with you, you know what I'm saying? I don't really have, you know what I'm saying, that type of I don't know how to sweet talk or nothing like that. I don't know how to do none of that type of shit, right? So I just go up to a girl and talk to you normally, right? And then obviously, as you get to know me and as we talk, you know what I'm saying, you'll get to see my personality. I'm funny and shit, you know what I mean? I'm cool, smart, you know what I'm saying, reliable, all that shit, right? You know what I mean? That's kind of like how it is, right? So I don't have that, what do you call it, riz or whatever you want to call it. I don't have that, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? So if you're expecting something like that from me, you're not getting it, right? You know what I mean? But I could definitely come to you correct and try to talk to you and shit. But if you disrespect me, I will have to put you in your place. You're not finna talk to me no type of way if I'm going on my way and talk to you. So if I go on my way and talk to you, you know what I'm saying? If you disrespect me in my face, you're gonna get put in your place. I'm gonna have to correct you. That's just how it is to it. You know what I'm saying? So if you do that, I'm gonna have to do what I have to do and then keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try not to start a scene, but at the same time, I'm gonna let you feel my energy. You know what I mean? That's just how it's gonna go and shit. But before we talk about the present, I just wanna reiterate a couple of things, bro. So I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, kind of like after I got out of jail, right? So after I got out of jail, right, obviously I was celibate, right? All that other shit. I did not go out my way to talk to no girl, never did, right? Wasn't interested, right? But here's something I feel like a lot of girls don't know how to do. To me, you know what I'm saying? Only a few girls know how to do it to me, right? But here's what it's called, right? It's called putting yourself in a position to get approached, right? I'm not sure if I ever did a video on this before, but a lot of girls, they wonder, well, I'm not sure, I don't really know, but I feel like, probably some girls probably towards me are probably wondering, why don't I, go the extra mile just to go out my way and talk to them? Because you don't put yourself in a position to make it easy for me to approach you, right? And I feel like a lot of girls, they lack that skill, so that's actually a skill to have, right? To make me come talk to you, right? You know what I mean? I want to give you an example, right? Let me give you an example and shit, because this is actually something that, I just thought about today, because I'm going to have to go to this fucking place to get me some clippers, right? I was getting ready to go to Walmart, Target or some shit, but I'm about to go to fucking Sally or some shit, right? But anyway, I remember this one time, right? This is when I came out of jail and shit, right? I came out of jail, right? And I sat down and shit, right? I used to rob pose. I used to sit by fucking nukes or some bullshit, right? And then it was this hoe that just popped up out of nowhere, right? And she sat behind me for some dumb reason, right? You know what I mean? And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? This girl put herself in a position for me to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? That's just like an example, right? You know what I mean? So obviously, you know what I'm saying? She made it easy for me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me just really going the extra mile. You know what I'm saying? She made it easy for me to say something to her. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna give one more example, and that's gonna be it, right? Let me give another example, right? Let me see. Let me think of another example. Fuck. Oh, I got another example, right? Oh man, it was just while I was ran at the bus stop, right? This is while I was going to the gym, right? It was this girl that got next to me, right? She made it easy for me to talk to her first or some shit, right? You know what I mean? So that's putting yourself in a position to get approached. But obviously, she wasn't cut for me to go out my way and ask for anything social or anything like that. And, you know, even appearance-wise, there wasn't... That wasn't bad. They was not bad. Look, they was actually respectable, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't even care about that, you know what I'm saying? Looks don't mean everything, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, but anyways, you know what I mean? I mean, the fact that she tried to put herself in a position for me to talk to her means a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means, right? You gotta push yourself in a position to get approached, right? Now, obviously, I'm about to be going out my way. I'm about to be going an extra mile to talk to some hoes that might disrespect me or just reject me, right? You know what I mean? And if you disrespect me, I'm about to correct you and shit. You know what I mean? That's just how it's gonna be and shit. You know what I mean? I gotta go do that. But obviously, I gotta get myself a haircut and shit before that, right? You know what I mean? And all that other shit, right? Oh, let me speak on that situation, though. I'm gonna speak on that situation, and then I'm gonna talk about some more shit. I was speaking on that Sally situation, right? That was so weird to me, right? And you wanna know something crazy about that situation, right? That conversation, and obviously she was mafia, right? I already knew she was, right? You know what I'm saying? I back then, you know what I'm saying, I was kind of like, I was kind of just rolling along with it and shit, but it was like, bro, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, she was that dumbass shit, you know what I'm saying? She, you know, I don't even, that shit had me pissed the fuck off, you know what I'm saying? And it was so weird, you know what I'm saying, because it was like, you know, I had no idea that, you know, obviously there's a voice in my body that could be heard and shit. And obviously it was planned and shit. You know what I'm saying? All that other shit, right? But it was like, I was like, what are you waiting for or some shit? And then she goes, I'm waiting for my ride. And I said, who's picking you up? Your friend or boyfriend or something like that? And then she said, no, my mom or something like that. And then she hopped in her mom's car and left or some shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, that don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Weirdo shit. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And it was other shit that she said in the conversation, but I'm not going to bring that up. But I just felt I need to say that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Let me talk about more important things. So obviously, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. I talked to, obviously, there's a lot of girls I go on my way and talk to, right? And typically, you know what I'm saying, it's a waste of time, you know what I'm saying? I'm wasting my time, you know what I'm saying? Like, back then, I would always go on my way and talk to girls and shit. I'm like, bro, like, this shit is not working. Like, it's not working at all. Like, I would go on my way and talk to hoes. I'm like, man, this shit is not, like, effective, right? And when you go through that constant rejection, it makes you kind of think to yourself, like, what am I doing wrong, right? And all that other shit, right? So that's why, you know, some of the reasons is why I kind of, you know, resorted to that online, you know, prostitute shit, right? Because the girls that I want, I can't get, right? But the girls that want me, I don't want. You know, so that's how I always be, right? So the girls that want me, I simply don't want, right? It'd be like girls that, you know, try to shoot their shot at me or whatever. It's not, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, the only reason why I turn on girls is because they hoes or they're chopped. You know what I'm saying? But look, you know, I want people to know looks don't mean everything, but you can't be ugly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, like for example, right? Those two girls I just named that put themselves in a position once I came out of jail, I would talk to those girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, They're not ugly, right? You know what I mean? So, anyways, back to the topic at hand, though. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, what did I get ready to say, right? So yeah, it's just shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what am I talking about, man? Oh yeah, I'm talking about hoes and shit. Yeah, so there has been hoes, you know what I'm saying, that, try to get at me and shit. I'm like, they too aggressive, they hoes. I'm not interested in sharing women, so I'm not into that, that sexual orgy, you know what I'm saying, type shit, you know what I'm saying, all that other shit. I just want one woman and that's it, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm really interested in. I don't want no poly, none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? I just want one girl, you know what I'm saying? That's it, you know what I'm saying? I just want one girl that's loyal to me, that's it, you know what I'm saying? I do not want no third party, you know what I'm saying? None of that shit. I just want a girl that's loyal to me, because obviously I'm gonna be loyal. I mean, I think anybody with logic knows that if I have a girlfriend, I'm not going to cheat on them, right? I'm pretty sure everybody knows that, right? I'm not a cheater, right? I'm pretty sure everybody knows that, right? You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm just looking for a reciprocal energy. That's all I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? Just simple shit, right? Now, you know what I'm saying? Let me talk about one more thing and then I'm going to get to the present, right? I responded to a thread yesterday. It has said, what do you think? I forgot what it said. I'm a paraphrase what it said, right? So basically, what I said was, most girls that have genuinely liked me is because they have been around me and seen my personality, which just has been through school and jobs, right? Typically, if I go on my way and talk to a girl, right, just for one time or that I barely see, that interaction will not work. Girls that I normally feel like that genuinely like me, or girls that I have talked to on a regular basis, that I'm seeing day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they see my personality. You know what I'm saying? They see me more and more and more. They see me, all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? They see how I maneuver and shit. You're more tapped in and shit. So girls like that is what I really need to be getting. You know what I'm saying? Because those are girls that actually, genuinely want to connect with me, right? Now, a lot of people may think, you know what I'm saying, the social media me and the in real life me are two different people. Very false. I'm the same on social media, in real life. But the difference between in real life and social media is just simply this. On social media, I'm very straightforward, to the point. I get my point across, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to do anything extra, right? In real life, you have an opportunity to actually see my personality. And what that means is you get to see me in a situation where if me and you was to get in an argument, you will get to see how I would handle that situation. You will get to see the funny side of me. You will get to see the bad side of me. You will get to see all that other shit, right? So what I'm saying is, a lot of people, they like to see me talk like this, right? But in reality, you have to actually be around me, you know what I'm saying, to have a general idea, you know what I'm saying, of who I am to the fullest, right? You know what I mean? So these videos, you can go and scratch it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be seeing me in person. You know what I'm saying? Actually be around me during the day. You know what I'm saying? Day in and day out, in order to really get to know the person I am. Right? I just want to say that real quick. Now, you know what I mean? With that being said, you know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the topic at hand, right? And the topic at hand is me approaching hoes, right? So I'm probably going to go on my way and I'm going to approach like 4 girls, right? Obviously, I didn't go to a well-populated area. I would say, obviously, I don't really know. Like I said, I don't want to force anything. A couple ideas I got in mind. It's probably just a local store. You know what I'm saying? Probably like Target or Walmart. I'm not ever going back to Target. I was thinking about the Target on Bradford, right? Not that other Target, right? I was talking about the Target way, you know what I'm saying, on Cologne, right? But I don't want to go to Target as a whole. Fuck Target, you know what I'm saying? Fuck them niggas. Let me not even go back there, right? So let me just say fucking Walmart, or maybe, I don't even want to go back to Publix after looking at them videos and shit. Fuck Publix, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I'm gonna have to go to the mall or some shit, right? You know what I mean? That's definitely forcing, right? You know, I don't want to go to that shit. You know what I mean? But that's probably what I'm at to end up doing, right? I'm probably go to the mall, or I'm 25, right? In hindsight, I really need to be going to some college, but that shit might not even work. You know what I mean? That shit might not work. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Especially when I tried that shit in the past and I got disrespected and shit. Only one time though. But I don't know. Them hoes was fucked up. You know, so I'm not gonna lie. I think back at that shit, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's so crazy, man. Niggas just be on that shit, man. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's crazy though, you know what I'm saying? It's hard, you know what I'm saying? It's hard, you know what I mean? I don't really know how it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it work. I seen a post on Threads that was saying they was referring to that situation that happened when I was went to the college to try to do something, right? Yeah, man, but nah though. I gotta see what I'm gonna go to and shit. I gotta see if it work out well for me. But like I said, you know, you just don't know. Like I said, not all girls disrespect me. There's some girls out there that, you know, genuinely want to speak to me, and there's some girls out there that are just pure assholes. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it works, right? You know, ever since I got out of jail, society has changed. You got men that hate me and women, right? So it just more the lines of I just gotta come across somebody that actually fuck with me and all that other shit, right? But I do want to say this though. When I announce where I'm gonna go out my way to do this networking experience, if you're not there to genuinely connect with me, don't even come. You know what I'm saying? There's no point of you coming, right? If you coming out your way to be an asshole and to get me possibly locked up, don't even come. You know what I'm saying? Don't even come. You know what I mean? Just don't do it. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with you, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think a CEO that's kind of running my life should actually charge y'all to even be there. You know what I'm saying? Just so it gives you more of a sense of to fucking act correct. Because honestly, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't want to waste my time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not going to go on my way, talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You reject me. Or I go on my way and talk to you. You disrespect me. Then I got to correct you. And then move on to the next person. It's like, it's wasting time. You wasted my time. You wasted my life. So it's kind of like, if you're not going to genuinely connect with me, then it's like, there is no point, you know what I'm saying, of me, you know, doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know, when I do this last networking, this could be my last time doing this, right? When I do this last networking experience, I need you to be there with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be there with a reason, right? You know what I mean? And like I said, if I get rejected, I'm not saying I'm gonna, you know, spaz that on you. If you reject me, cool. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might not like something I said. Maybe you might not like how I came at you or whatever. It's whatever, right? Cool. You know what I'm saying? I can't make, you know, whoever like me, right? It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, if I go out my way and talk to you, do not disrespect me. Because I will have to correct you. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, for the CEOs that run my life, I think you should charge the hoes when I announce where I'm going to be at. You should charge them money. Just so it gives them more of an incentive to act right. You know what I mean? But niggas and bitches be talking shit to me like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just want niggas to know. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I got out of jail, people feel like they can talk to me any way they want. So if I go on my way and talk to you, if you feel like you can talk to me any way you want, I'm going to put you in your fucking place. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep it moving. That's just how it's going to be. But like I said, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, those type of people in my area. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you be there, you need to be there like with a reason, like with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Don't be there just to hate and be jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like be there with a reason to genuinely connect, right? Now, before I get ready to end this video, I want to talk about a few more other things, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know what I'm saying? I got so I already spoke of my past situations, right? I'm not gonna talk about times I went to approach hoes, but you know, there's been times I went to approach women and shit. It just don't work. They just be like, no, I have a boyfriend. Most of the time they like to say I have a boyfriend and shit. I'm like, your boyfriend wanna be me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So that's something I used to say back then, but probably because I'm not like, you know, I don't have like, you know, right now I'm peak right now, so probably, you know, it would be funny as fuck if I actually went on my way to talk to a hoe at my last networking experience and they say I have a boyfriend. I'm actually gonna bust out laughing. I'm gonna be like, your man wanna be me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? That's actually what I'm gonna say, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That's something I actually shouldn't hear. Something I shouldn't hear is I have a boyfriend. That's like something I should not hear at all, right? You know what I mean? That's something I shouldn't hear. So the only thing I should probably hear is probably like, oh, I'm not interested, or not. I don't know, like something like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't spaz out on you if you said something. If you turn me down the right way, I wouldn't even, you know, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to move out the city anyway. I don't care. But if you disrespect me, I will correct you. That's just how it's gonna be. You know what I mean? That's just how it's going, right? You know what I mean? And that's about it. You know what I'm saying? That's about it and shit. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. You know what I mean? Got it ready again to my YouTube Academy. You know what I'm saying? About to get ready to teach. Get in my teaching bag once more. And then I got final update get ready to come. That's when that's going to be sort of like a documentary somewhat. I'm just going to talk about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.